What's up, everybody? Welcome to the WaterBros podcast. As always, we're your hosts. I'm Zach. This is my little brother, Ben. And for the very first time, we have a guest. Pop is on the pod. The group chat has left technology and is here in real life. We're at home base recording. We're cozied up next to a Christmas tree. It doesn't get better than this. Benny, what do we have coming up today, dude?
Well, this is a special episode. Day before Thanksgiving. We're with Papo today. I couldn't be more pumped. So we are going to start it off with some Fill the Jug. After we get into some Fill the Jug, we're going to do Papo's highlight. So basically, his fan highlight, how he likes the teams that he likes. He's got his West Virginia shirt on, so he can explain a little bit of that background. We'll get into that. We're also going to talk some Thanksgiving. Top 5 dishes, maybe some of our favorite traditions. It is just so happens to be my favorite holiday, so I'm excited about that topic. We're also going to dive into our regular high-quality H2O. Can't forget about that.
High quality H2O. I got to remember to come off mute a little bit.
Yeah, I know. yeah, that's what I needed. I needed you to say it for me. Then we got our pop takes. We got to dive into all things Big 12. It was a big weekend. There's a lot that happened. We got the college football playoff rankings we got to talk about. And then some midseason, NFL, whether it's awards, Super Bowls, what we've got on the radar there. And then we got to finish it out with some power rankings and picking our college games and NFL games for the whole weekend. We got football every day this weekend.
Heck yeah, dude. And this is a little bit interesting because we are all in the same room. We have not recorded together, Benny, for a while. But Pop, we finally got set up. It took forever. Thanks for being on. How are we doing today?
Hey, I'm just excited to be part of this pre-Thanksgiving podcast. So
Yeah,
let's roll.
Thanksgiving Eve, great football weekend. Dad's sporting his Mountaineers, supporting West Virginia today. Gotta love that. Can't wait to get into it.
So why don't you start us off, Zach, with Fill the Jug? Let's show Papo how we do it around here. I know he's heard it, but you fill the jug for us.
Fill the jug. Well, for one, definitely filling the jug is being here. Like I said, we're at home base. We're recording at mom and dad's. And it's just perfect. Mom is top notch at decorating. She has her Christmas up. We talked about this last week where we are all for, at least I am all for November 1st to January 1st. You set it up whenever. Mom's is up and it's awesome. And that is definitely filling the jug. Can't wait for tomorrow. Thanksgiving just is a great time for family and coming together and enjoying each other. Off year for the Hansons, even though it's gonna actually, you guys are gonna have a decent crew for Thanksgiving tomorrow, but we'll be with the Starkeys and can't wait to hang out with them, be with them. And also filling the jug, we finished painting the basement. So my house is officially, minus the kitchen, because we're going to do other stuff in there, but it's officially fully painted out. And that is a great feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything bigger than that would fill the jug, to be honest.
No, right now that is the top notch fill the jug. Like there's nothing better than knowing that for the next couple days, anything I do isn't in rush to try to get ready for paint so that we can put carpet in on Tuesday next week. It's just what I want to do, I can do, and what I don't want to do, I don't have to do. That being said, I do have to put lights in. I have not done that, so got to stop living in the dark over there.
Yeah, that is tough, but I know you got something exciting though. That instead of like prepping the house or painting, you got something that we could play this weekend.
I did. Santa Claus has come early to my house and is really treating me well. I got a PS5, so there will be this weekend some Madden NCAA football or college football 26, whatever they call it now. There will be some of that. Ben and I will rekindle our rivalry there, and I can't wait for that. I got a sweet new saw set up for my projects next year. Gotta love Black Friday. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of good going on.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I was most excited about. So I was hoping you would say that filled the jug, because that
Yeah,
filled my jug.
it does. I have not set it up yet. When I set it up and play, that'll be
That'll be
great.
even better.
Yeah.
Then it'll be full. That's fair. How about for you, Papo? I am very excited about this, that Papo
I
gets to
can't
fill the
wait.
jug.
This is filling the jug so much.
Hey, I'm just so flattered that you all invited me to participate in this, so thank you. But filling my jug this past week was really, we had Grand Christmas. It's a tradition
Yeah.
that we've been doing for, oh man, 12 years maybe, 11 years.
Yeah.
So we had 7 of the 9 grandkids come over for a sleepover, and we just had a great time. I unfortunately missed most of Friday night because I was dealing with a work emergency. So I was on a conference call, and so I missed dinner, and I missed some of that fun stuff. But I was able to join the festivities later that Friday night, and then we had pancakes Saturday morning, and Drew was up at the crack of dawn. Him and Rudy came in our room, and anyway, they're very happy to see us, and we were happy to see them so early too. So, but that was a lot of fun. We just absolutely loved it.
I love it. No time to sleep when you're at Nana and Papa's house. Just gotta take advantage of all the fun, and we love that. Love the Grand Christmas tradition. The kids adore it. Gwenny, she's not of age yet to participate. Next year, potty training's coming. But Drew just spouted on and on. Truths and some just imaginations that came out as well. He apparently learned how to ski with you this last weekend. But he loved every second.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Well, what's funny though is it was Rudy's first time. He absolutely loved it. And we get the picture of him and Drew up early at 6:42. I'm sure they were up at like 6 a.m. And Rudy's parents may or may not have slept 4 hours longer than him that morning. And I have no regrets about it. So thank you, Nana and Papa, for a great Christmas.
Full sleep. Full sleep.
Hey, that's why we do it.
Hey, it was great. We got all Christmas done too. That's the beauty of it. Christmas shopping's over.
That's exactly why we do it.
Yeah. And that is the beauty of Grand Christmas. You just get, I mean, Gwen just doesn't clue in anyway, but we got to get that time to check some boxes, which is awesome.
Yes. What else? That's hard to top though, Papo. Anything else fill in the jug?
We did recently go to Branson, Missouri
Yeah, you did.
for a week, and that exceeded my expectations. That's how fun it was.
Wow, I love that. And I'm looking at the tree right now. And for those who don't know, that in our basement, all growing up, one of my favorite traditions, which usually always happened every November, but we would help Mom set up the Christmas tree downstairs. But it has all ornaments from like every vacation that we have done or that Mom and Dad have done over the past few decades. And I am looking at the Branson, Missouri one right now with the guitar. So tell us a little bit about the trip, Papa. Why the guitar? Why was that one chosen?
Well, first of all, Branson is known as the Las Vegas of the Ozarks without the showgirls. So, but it's a family-friendly place. They celebrate patriotism, veterans, faith, Christmas. They really just totally love all that family-oriented type of entertainment. And we went and seen, I think, 12, 13 shows while we were there. They have lots of theaters. They have lots of performers, amazing families that get out on the stage and do amazing things with musical instruments and tap dancing. And anyway,
Love it.
it was a lot of fun. And the best part about going on, we went on a tour. And the best part of that tour was that I didn't have to worry about where I was going to eat breakfast, where I was going to eat lunch, where I was going to eat dinner, what I was going to do next, where I was going to park. They took care of all of it. So shout out to Brand Jet Tours. It was really fun. We had a great time.
Shout out Brant Jet.
Brian Judd
Brian Judd.
Tours.
Tours.
Yeah, they were great.
Papo is a podcast aficionado. He already knows how to shout them out.
Shout
He knows how
out.
to
I
get
love
the
it.
brand deals done around here.
I listen to you guys every week, so
Hey,
Yeah,
I learn
exactly.
from the best.
it's the blind leading the blind if you're using us as your examples. That's for sure. It took me 30 minutes to just set up this thing. But
Well, and for everyone who needs to know, yes, it has not changed from week one. Zach is still the technical guru of our podcast as I'm sitting over here trying to brush up on what I'm going to talk about the whole time. So I am no help in the technical game.
and we figured it out. And the reality is I just needed to stop worrying about it and just test it. And I just wanted to have it say what I wanted it to say. And it just is doing what it needs to do. So we're good.
Yeah,
First
we
time
made it
with 3
work.
people. I love it. We're going.
That's true. We're making it happen. That's some pretty good fill the jug pop. I mean, what could be better than a vacation with mom and then Grand Christmas
into Grand
and leading
Christmas.
right into Thanksgiving? And no work today, or did you work today?
I worked 7 hours.
Hey,
Oh.
that's pretty good for you.
Yeah, almost full day.
Took half a day off.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to say from 5 to 12 you worked. Yeah.
Yeah, actually six to 1.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
not
go.
bad.
Hey,
Yeah, we
Dad,
got-
way to take some time.
Yeah, seriously though, I was able to peel back. We got out a little bit early, left at like 4:30,
Hey, that's not bad.
so not bad. But for my fill the jug before we let Papa go into his fan highlight, I was thinking a couple of different things. Watching that game this weekend was a big fill the jug for me because. We've talked about it a little bit, but you have to just savor every moment. We'll get more into the game, but just savoring every moment and seeing Rudy like mimic my reactions is like really, really fun. Not only if it's for the Utes, but also for the Patriots. Whenever we say, go, like I say, hey, Rudy, say go Patriots, and he says go Utes first when we're watching the game. Then he'll say go Patriots. That's the best. So that really filled the jug. The fact that he was sick for 24 hours and then got healthy before Thanksgiving, that makes me
Best.
very happy. So we're all healthy going into the holiday because I hate. Remember when we missed the Super Bowl when me and Heather were first married? That kind of stuff it makes me so sad. So we're healthy. That fills the jug. We're going to be able to all hang out tomorrow. We're going to miss you, Zach. But
Likewise.
we will see you on Saturday for Zootopia 2, which I'm
Can't
actually
wait.
very excited about.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that's filling the jug for me. I mean,
Appropriately so.
yeah, like sports is great right now. This is my favorite holiday week. I mean, there's really not much that I can complain about right now, to be honest with you.
Heck yeah, I love it.
I would say the jug is full.
Overflowing.
Overflowing of thankfulness
That's
for me
right.
this week. But I want a quick fill the jug for me, and I want to get right into Papo's fan highlight. So, who are the favorite teams? Why are they the favorite teams? And just tell us a little bit about your sports journey, Papo.
Yeah, and before you dive in, Dad, this is with you being the very first on the
That's
pod. This
true.
is the inaugural segment of a fan highlight. We did it in our very first kind of trial episode of like, hey, this is who we are, and now we get to hear from the man himself. Pop, tell us a little bit about your love of sports and where it comes from.
All right. Well, first of all, I'll start with the NFL. When I was a kid, my family went on vacation to Sacramento and Sunnyvale, California. My dad had a friend there that we went seeing. His name's Roger Allen, and we went up to San Francisco. We did all the touristy stuff, but he bought me a Oakland Raiders pin, and that was my first brush with the NFL, and so I just instantly became a Raiders fan. They're not doing too good this year. So let's just say I'm not a very active fan, but if someone was to ask me, who's my team, I'll always go with the Raiders, and now they're the Las Vegas Raiders. In fact, we tried to go to their preseason game this year, and just didn't quite work out. But that's on the. We'll get there sooner or later. But with respect to my favorite sports memories, I have three that stand out vividly. The first one was when Zach was, I believe he was in third grade. He was a BYU fan.
Yep.
He'd just come out of the closet as a BYU fan. I say that very lovingly, but anyway, Steve Solberg, our great neighbor down the street, he gave me 2 tickets to the BYU-Utah game in Provo. And I have to say, I do love going to football games in Provo. It's just a magical place, good football vibe. But the reason why I was excited to go to that game because I thought, Brian Johnson was injured. They had a backup quarterback named Brett Ratliff. And so I just thought, this is the game that Zach can see his Cougars beat the Utes. And can't believe it, but it went to overtime, and BYU and Utah won 41-34 in overtime. So unfortunately, Zach, I wasn't able to give you a win for your Cougars, but it worked out okay because, like I say, you became a Ute.
Yeah, we got back. We got back.
Yeah.
I love that, Dad. That's awesome.
The next one is Benjamin and I went down to the Pac-12 basketball tournament in Las Vegas. It was his senior year in high school, and we went and Mom gave us the green light to go ahead and go to Vegas, and so we were able to party in Vegas and see a ton of basketball, and that was just such a fun experience. And Ben and I had been going to basketball games for a long time, and one of my favorite parts was just the walk. We'd always park down at Rice Eccles, and then we'd walk all the way up to John Huntsman Center, or the Huntsman Center. And anyway, the best part was just the conversation of walking up and walking back. Just loved that. And then my final memory that really stands out is just coaching you guys in sports, and Zach and flag football. That was so much fun. Really gained a great appreciation for how fast football is. I'd never realized that it was so quick. And as a coach on the flag football team, I got to be in the huddle and be on the field, and it was a lot of fun. And coaching soccer, coaching basketball, you guys, that was, like I say, those are my sports memories. And I'll just share one quick story. And your mom truly is the sports fan in the family. She is the one that has the most passion for it. And I remember one time I was coaching Ben's basketball team, and she questioned my substituting pattern. And I'm an engineer, so I had it all worked out. I had the minutes all worked out on a spreadsheet. So I stuck to my schedule. I wasn't able to adapt to game time situations, and we were playing a team, and we ended up losing. And again, Mom questioned how I substituted and who I had on the floor at the same time. And I said, hey, this is recreation. This is just for fun. And she told me winning is fun. So I learned right then and there that yes, it's for fun, but if you want to have fun, you got to play to win. So I'll never forget that. So.
Oh man, I love that. And honestly, like, I remember those sheets too and the minutes. And I remember being like, Dad, like, I gotta play with so and so, and like, why can't I play the whole game? Like, I remember having these thoughts and like, no, but hey, we have to have it be fair. I will just say too, I am glad you brought up that Pac-12 tournament, because that was by far like the greatest sporting experience of my life. And I've seen Tom Brady play live at Gillette Stadium, but I will pick that Pac-12 basketball tournament for a multitude of reasons. But it was an absolute riot. From the drive down there, me falling asleep, as it was in March, and we were doing for seminary, the challenge of reading the Book of Mormon the whole month of March. And so Dad was trying to help me, and we were listening to it, but I fell asleep majority of the ride down.
I love it.
And then
osmosis.
The osmosis. It was getting through.
Yeah, you get credit for it.
Yeah, the effort was there. But yeah, just full on basketball. We had 2 awesome dinners there. We ate at like the Great Italian Restaurant, ate at Gordon Ramsay's, and I had Jordan Leverage's either sister or girlfriend, someone at the time, whoever it was. I think it was a family member. I had her take a picture of me and Jordan Leverage in the tunnel. Oh man, there's just so many fun memories of that trip. So I'm glad you brought that one up.
And what a blast. That was a Christmas gift, was it not? That was like the big gift for you that year. Or one of the main things, wasn't it?
I don't remember. Did it come together after?
I can't remember.
I honestly want to say that we put it together after Christmas.
Yeah, I think
maybe.
we just went.
I think
that's
I
even
think
better.
it.
Impromptu.
I mean, but
that.
does it surprise you though that I had to do a little negotiating? And I was like telling mom, and I was like, "Hey, this is my senior year. Like, this is Pac-12 basketball tournament. The youths are pretty good. Me and Dad need to go to Vegas."
So
And
fun.
we were able to get it approved, so we got it done.
Yeah, shout out to Mom.
Hey,
Yeah,
shout out
to
mom. Mom is always down for a good time.
She is.
She likes to make the magic happen.
She
And
does.
if I can say one thing on Dad as a coach, sure you might have stuck to your rotation from substitution, but you never punt, especially in little league flag football, because no one could kick the ball.
Hey,
So,
I punted once,
never again.
and it went backwards 30 yards.
Yeah, so we never punt again. And then in church basketball, we keep the foot on the gas in church basketball. No
right.
letting up.
No prisoners.
No
Yeah.
prisoners.
No mercy, no
Cutthroat.
prisoners.
Yeah.
I love it. And Pop, from a Raiders fan, obviously they're not doing great. Glad to hear that it's on the to-do list. And if a good team comes, I mean, you just got to go and see a good matchup. Hopefully Raiders can figure it out. But would you say college football is your favorite of all sports? Is that the one that you gravitate towards the most?
Yes, yes. That has been one that, I mean, I'd say college basketball, but yeah, college football is always, I've found that to be the most fun to follow.
Yeah, I mean, it's just dynamic, and it's certainly what we talk about most in the group chat is our Utes playing, even though you are supporting your Mountaineers. Dad, can you tell us a little bit why, I don't know if we've talked about this on the pod, why are you supporting your Mountaineers today?
Well, I just felt like, I knew that we were, going to be on the podcast. I knew that there's a big game coming up this weekend with a lot of, Big 12 impacts. And so I'm rooting for the Mountaineers this week against the Texas Tech Rangers. So I'm hoping that they can create some magic for the Utes. See what happens.
Love it.
It has happened for us before.
It has.
We shouldn't have been in the Pac-12 championship probably a couple of years ago, and a lot of magic happened the last weekend. Do I expect the Utes to lose? I mean, Texas Tech to lose this weekend? Probably not. But if there's a team that's going to do it, it's the Mountaineers. Which we're going to get into the high-quality H2O, but there was a play by Bird Ficklin where he did the Mountaineer step that you like to do in basketball, where he does the little skip step, and I've always seen it as I call it the Mountaineer step from Dad that he learned in West Virginia, and Bird Ficklin pulled it off and then just absolutely stiff-armed the defender. It was amazing. So, but I called it out in the moment. You can ask Heather. I said, that is the West Virginia move right there.
That is a Mountaineer step right there. I love it.
Love it.
I love it. Well, Dad, we are so happy that you're on the pod today. Obviously, we've talked about that is a big reason why we are doing what we're doing is because we had the group chat where we're always talking football and sports. And, I mean, it's just fun that you're finally on here with us on Thanksgiving week, Thanksgiving Eve tonight.
It's making it perfect.
I love it.
Yeah, it's making this week even better for me, which, speaking of Thanksgiving, let's do some top 5 dishes. So, I know you thought about this already. So I want to hear your top 5 Thanksgiving dishes, Papa, and then we'll talk a few traditions, things we love, but let's go around the horn here. Here are some top 5 foods from Thanksgiving. This is going to be highly scrutinized.
Well, this was easy for me, so I didn't even have to think too hard about it.
Hey, I love it.
So my top 5 when it comes to Thanksgiving, when I sit down, there's certain things that has to be on my plate, or else it's not complete. The first one, sweet potatoes. I gotta have my sweet potatoes. Next one, mashed potatoes and gravy. Number
Okay.
3, stuffing. Number 4, turkey with cranberries. I got to have cranberries.
Cranberries. I like that take, Dad.
And number 5 is pie. Those are my
Okay.
top 5. Gotta have them.
I love that. That's hard to argue with,
Yeah,
especially
that's not a bad list, Pop. That's a good
especially the
list.
way that mom makes stuffing too. That's a hard to beat stuffing.
Yeah.
Mom's I mean, Dad's always made the yams with the marshmallows on top.
Oh yeah.
You got the mashed up leading the way. You got sweet potatoes and mashed potatoes leading the charge.
Hey,
Yeah, I love those. Those are comfort foods for me.
yeah,
Yeah.
we might have a very similar list to be honest with you.
Okay, well, Benny, what would you change? What would you do different there? It's a
Yeah,
good list. I like the
It's
list.
yeah, it's a great start. It for me, number one is also the sweet potatoes because of the way Dad's made it all growing up.
Double sweet potatoes. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Sweet potatoes, yams, whatever anyone wants to call it, I don't care. It's amazing. And you put the marshmallows on top. Shannon has said that tomorrow she's going to do pecans, which I'm also very excited about because I do love pecans. So I don't think you can go wrong with it. It's a sweet treat. I consider it more of a dessert, but this is a hot take, but I love to eat it after Thanksgiving too. Heat it up. Heat it up, yams like as a leftover. It's hard to beat. So for me, that's number one. Number two, this is where I'm actually still the exact same, where I'm mashed potatoes, because I absolutely love mashed potatoes, and I'll lump in the gravy too. So mashed potatoes and gravy. If those two items were the only things I had on Thanksgiving, I'd be extremely happy. Number 3 though, for me is pie.
Okay.
I love pie. That is my favorite dessert. I have Oreo pie for my birthday. I love pecan pie. I love pudding pies. I could eat pudding pie all year long. The only dessert I probably put above it is probably like sugar cookies that mom makes. Outside of that, nothing beats pie. Fourth is this is like a simple one, but corn.
Corn. Okay.
Yeah. I
The-
love like
going back to the pilgrim.
yeah,
order
corn.
there.
We could do like the corn and carrots, cook corn and carrots mix. But I feel like you put that on the side of the plate where you've got your mashed potatoes, you've got the gravy. That is so good. And then I've got to throw turkey in at 5.
Okay, rounding it out.
So I've come to love stuffing though later in life. Like I didn't eat it growing up, which, we all know I'm a picky eater, but I love stuffing now, but for me it's like I can't go without corn. I love corn the most. And I don't have even like homemade rolls in there, but
I know you're leaving off. I mean, we've left off some big players.
those are my favorite.
Okay, well, I'm gonna differ from you guys a little bit. I'm not gonna continue the sweet potato train at the very top. I love sweet potatoes. I'm a fan. I love it the way Dad has always done it. Shout out to Sherry, my mother-in-law. She always, or at least she introduced me to where you like do the slices and then kind of do that in like sugar and make them kind of candied yams. But they're just in like slices, and I love them that way. They're great. But at number one, because it is like quintessential, I am gonna go with stuffing. I think that is specifically one of the Thanksgiving foods. So I'm gonna put stuffing at the top.
Yeah, you only eat it once a year.
Yeah, I don't have it any other time of year. Absolutely love stuffing. Number 2, I am gonna probably keep the mashed potatoes and gravy. I think Thanksgiving is at its best when you have these things mixed. I'm a big fan of having it in one big plate. You got to get the gravy, the mashed potatoes, and stuff, and all hanging out together, and that's when it tastes the best. So I'll be my number 2. My number 3, I'm going to go with my wife's homemade rolls. Shout out to Jay. She does them in cute little turkey shapes. Not all of them because it gets insane, but she does little turkeys and they're so good. She crushes it every year. Gotta love the rolls. They're another perfect vehicle. You just can dip in everything and get the jam on them. They're so good. Um, I want to give a nod. I'll do an honorable mention after. Number 4, I'll put yams. Number 5, I'm gonna go with that. Turkeys and cranberries. You cannot have it without the cranberries. I'm a big fan of that. And the turkey, although not like you have it other times, you have it is another perfect vehicle that just helps carry everything else. And so I think you have to have it there. But one nod, a food that I love, and it's just a memory. Aunt Cass brought orange rolls to Thanksgiving growing up.
She did. That's true.
And I always loved that. That is one of my favorite.
That is a good honorable mention.
Yeah,
I will say.
the orange rolls from Aunt Cass. So shout out if she listens to this one. I know she listens de vez en cuando every once in a while, but it's those orange rolls are something that I love too if they make an appearance.
Yeah, that's actually really good. I do love that list. And see, but here's the thing: he still has to throw yams in there.
Yeah, no, yams are fantastic.
You can't leave them out.
I love yams. You
That is a
can't
top
have Thanksgiving without the yams.
See, but the same argument I would have is you can't have Thanksgiving without pie. Pie's got to be in there.
See, and I honestly could.
That's a top 3er for me.
No, I love pie, and Dad, we actually need to talk about. You showed us what you made. Dad's a great pie maker.
Yes.
He's got the talent. And that is my preferred dessert for Thanksgiving, but it's not one of my high hitters. I love to have it after everything's said and done, but give me the
You like the main
foods.
You like
give me
the main foods.
courses. Yep.
That's fair. What do you think of that, Papa?
Yeah, I think. I mean, Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's low key, not a lot of pressure. I mean, a lot of work to make the meal, but what better holiday than when you just get together and eat a great meal and everything's great. I mean, we didn't mention green beans. We did mention
mac
the
and
olives
cheese,
and the pickles.
I don't mind mac and cheese on Thanksgiving too. We never had it growing up, but I did have it when I got married, and I do like that on the Thanksgiving plate. Can't go wrong there.
Can't go wrong.
No.
It's all good.
And
it's all good.
And yeah, so Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday for that reason. I mean, there's 3 football games on, and then we also have just a great meal, hanging out, playing games. There's nothing that could be better. Which, speaking of like things that we love and the Thanksgiving traditions, my favorite tradition though was and is saying what we're thankful for around the table, because I think there's just something like that I really love about just focusing on what we're grateful for, what we have in life, and trying to do that more than just around Thanksgiving.
Part of why we do Fill the Jug every week, because we wanted that to be a point of this podcast. Is like, hey, there's always something that fills the jug that you can be thankful for, that you can appreciate.
Even taking some of the negatives that happen in life, but they've turned in, they can turn into something that fills the jug. Yeah. Because there's always aspects of it where, okay, yeah, Rudy busted his face open and we had to take him to the dentist, take him to the ER. But I'm grateful that we have an ER. I'm grateful that those doctors were able to like take care of him.
That he's one resilient little kid.
That he's a resilient kid. Those are that's 100% why we do it. And there is just a lot to be grateful for. Just like sitting in this room right now, it's like, yeah, life is good.
Yeah, 100%. Is that why it's your favorite too, Dad?
Well said. Yes, absolutely. And it's life is much better when you have gratitude.
Yeah, amen.
Because life is hard, and you might as well be thankful for what you got.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan. I don't think you can. Obviously, it's in the name. You gotta express thanks. We for sure will do that tomorrow. I know y'all will as well. We got to do that a little bit tonight. A tradition that I kind of inherited marrying Jane is we go on a turkey trot every Thanksgiving morning. So tomorrow morning, we will be out with the kids. This year in particular, Jane's parents serve in our church in a mission where they support missionaries here locally in Salt Lake that are just doing their missions here, and they do a 5K. And so we're going to go out and take the kids with their bike and scooter, and that's going to be our turkey trot this year. It's going to be cold, but we do it every year regardless of how it is. That's how we start our day. Are you doing a turkey trot, Benny?
Well, we tried that last year with some of Heather's family, and I will just say we ended early because Rudy was not a fan.
Yeah.
Or maybe we just weren't patient enough.
Takes some
But
getting used to.
I think that is another perfect example. You know, you guys renovated your whole house. This is another perfect example of something that's more your speed, not necessarily my speed. But Heather did say, instead of a turkey trot, we are going to go walk around daybreak tomorrow morning.
No, that's a turkey trot.
Yeah.
That is a turkey. So we do.
So we're not
we
doing
don't-
any like 5K thing, but we're just
Yeah.
going to go walk.
No, and we probably will not do a whole 5K with the kids. Let me be very clear. I'm not running a 5K tomorrow morning, but I will be on the 5K track because that's where Jane's parents will be. And so we will be there. We'll probably do one lap because the kids are on their bikes, or Drew will be on his bike. We'll probably have Gwen in a stroller. But yeah, we don't always do that. Like there's been times where it's just a walk along the neighborhood, and that's a turkey trot. We count it.
Yeah, because selfishly, I don't want it to be too long because I'm going to put my cream corn on in the morning. Then we're going to go walk, and then football starts at 11.
Yeah.
So, got to be back. I got to watch the cream corn. But it's good because we need to get Millie out. She needs to go walk.
Yeah, 100%.
Rudy will love to be outside. We'll bundle up. We'll go on a quick, fun walk, and then come back and enjoy some of my other favorite traditions about Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Speaking of, let's talk morning, Dad. I mean, you and Mom doing a turkey trot. I know a little bit about what the morning looks like because I grew up in this house, so I know what's going to be on the TV and everything else. But what does Thanksgiving morning traditions look like for you?
Yeah, I love Thanksgiving morning. I love getting up early and getting stuff starting to, organize in the kitchen, cook what I need to get cooked. I'm going to be doing some called crack green beans. So trying out a new recipe for tomorrow. So I'll be getting that ready to rock and roll. And we'll have the parade on. Mom loves the parade, so we'll definitely be watching the parade. And then, of course, that transitions right into the dog show.
The dog show. Heck yeah.
So we got to watch the dog show, but no turkey trot for me.
Hey, that's all right. And that is the one that Thanksgiving Macy's Day Parade, growing up, that is the one that we never didn't have the Thanksgiving parade on. We always had Macy's on. And that's something that I carry on now. If we're in the house doing stuff after a turkey trot, I'll turn on the parade just to have it on, because that's you just got to see the floats. The kids love the balloons. They get to see all their favorite characters, so that's always so fun. But the dog show, it just classic. I mean, if you want some high quality H2O, you watch
the
a little bit
dog
of the
show.
dog show.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't need to watch the whole thing. I just
No,
need
but
to, need to
little
watch
snippet.
some of it, and then I'm good.
especially because
Yeah.
I think it overlaps with the football schedule. So there's that. You gotta pick and choose your breed groups. I want to see the athletic dogs, the working dogs.
Yeah, and no, I think that's a good point. You got to pick and choose. You can flip back and forth. There's a
Yeah.
little bit of that going on too. Or hey, iPad TV game.
It's classic.
You can do a little bit of both. And I was thinking, when I kept thinking about, all right, what is going to be my turkey trot? My turkey trot is going to be me jogging from the couch to go get my turkey and trotting myself back down at the table after I'm done. That's going to be mine and Dad's turkey trot tomorrow. Is trotting to get that food, and that's it.
And I'm really actually looking forward to the 2:00 game, the Dallas.
And Chiefs game.
Dallas
City.
Chiefs is gonna be great.
I know. I
A lot
agree.
on the line with Dallas and Chiefs. Like, there's some real consequence to that game.
Every game tomorrow has actually a lot of stuff on the line. The morning game is a division Packers and Lions, which is a great game.
Yep.
And then you've got the Chiefs and Cowboys, who are both fighting for their lives,
For the lives in the
realistically.
playoffs. Yep.
And both had huge wins last week by 3 points, both teams.
Golly.
Shout out Philly. And then the last game is Joe Burrow's back
Yeah, Joe
playing the
Cool.
Ravens, who he always throws for like 400 yards against.
Chase is back after his
After
little
spitting,
spit
a little-
debacle. Yeah,
He's back.
he's back, baby.
He lost over $500,000 because he didn't play that game. Fun fact.
Yeah. Let's stop spitting on folks.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to get after my toddler for spitting. I don't think grown adults
Yeah.
should be having that same conversation.
Yeah, you should learn that at 4,
You'd think so.
right? I
It's
mean, I
like,
have
Jamar,
to.
come on in here. I got to chat with you about your behavior
Yeah.
on the football field. I mean, I literally have had this conversation with my son. Like, hey,
I
Drew,
feel
we
like
got to have a chat.
I have to tell Rudy to not roar at people in stores. I mean, the kid, he operates like a T-Rex when we're at Free People of all places, and these women just think he's hilarious, and I'm like, this kid is out of control. So good thing it's not spitting.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
like let's stop spitting. But great football games. Dad,
I
what
agree.
are any other traditions that you would shout out for Thanksgiving that you love?
Well, I think in the past, Thanksgiving was always kind of the kickoff for Christmas.
Yeah.
So, we'd always give respect to Thanksgiving, be thankful, be grateful for what we have. But I love Miracle on 34th Street. That's my
Yeah.
go-to first Christmas movie, minus Hallmark, of course. But first real Christmas movie, it's always got to be Miracle on 34th Street. I just love that movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say we will probably have that one on at some point this weekend, as we haven't set up the Christmas stuff quite yet at our house, but we probably will break it out this weekend, and we'll probably throw it on while we're decorating the Christmas tree.
I think that's another fun tradition, though. Speaking of movies, is we are all going to Zootopia 2, courtesy of Nan and Pop on Saturday. But like going to see a movie on Thanksgiving weekend, that seems to be a pretty common thing for us to do, which I'm very excited about. So overall, it's gonna be a fantastic tradition-filled weekend. I'm pumped.
Love Thanksgiving. Love everything about it. I'm gonna miss y'all tomorrow, but it's gonna be a great time.
Yeah, at least we got to see you today, though.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Which that's going to lead us a little bit into our high quality H2O, which is really going to segue directly into our talk about the Utah game. Before we jump into the Utah stuff, I'm going to start real quick to just highlight an incredible play by a kid from New York, goes by the name Elijah Clark for the Dallas Cowboys, getting shoved on the ground multiple times. Twice by Sidney Brown. Sidney Brown's a fantastic player. He was doing his job. And Elijah Clark on that punt return for the Cowboys did not give up, runs down, puts his helmet on the football, and forces a game-altering fumble by the Philadelphia Eagles. Just an incredible comeback by the Cowboys. I think their offense is super fun to watch, but shout out Elijah Clark for some of that.
High quality H2O that broke my heart.
Yeah, and
I
that's
mean,
courtesy-
C-ball, definition of C-ball, get ball. He hustled through that entire play, and it really was the fumble that started the fumble that was that loss. Like it
True.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the play that's like, hey, see ball, get ball, never give up, relentless pursuit. I mean, all these different kinds of cliches. It's like he epitomized them perfectly in that moment, and never let like your moment go.
Yeah, and as a rookie on the team, like that's how you earn. That's how you earn.
That's how you earn
your
another
spot.
contract right there.
Yeah.
So that's some high quality H2O. But segueing into the Utah game, I already highlighted a little bit of the Bird play, but what happened with Bird on the weekend?
Well, I mean, Bird is the word here in Utah. We absolutely love Bird Ficklin. We'll see if we can hold on to him because he is electric every time he touches the ball. Bird, I mean, just went off in this game again against K-State. An absolute boat race for scoring. Crazy numbers. But when he just exploded for that, 64-yard touchdown run, I mean, he's just electric. Going through people, dynamic runner. Uh, Bird is so fun to watch. Dad, what do you think of Bird Ficklin?
I love Bird Ficklin. In fact, the first time he started the game, I mean, he's been magical every time
Yeah.
he's touched the ball, been out on the field. So I just love the young man. I think he's a great football player, and I do hope, like you guys, I hope we can keep him. Um, I don't know how we can. I just don't see that happening, to be honest with you. But he's just really fun to watch, and really gives kind of the 1-2 punch that our offense has been needing for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, love Bird Ficklin. He's awesome.
Yeah, it for him, it's basically if he touches ball, I mean, he's the definition of high quality H2O in every moment. Like he doesn't have a bad touch. Like
No, like he really doesn't.
explosive run, touchdowns. Like his carries to touchdown ratio has got to be crazy.
Well, that's the thing is the stat that they showed on the TV was crazy during the broadcast, where for a minimum of 30 rushing attempts, he has had over 9.5 yards per carry, which is the highest since Vince Young in the Big 12.
Yeah.
And he scored more rushing touchdowns than Devin Dampier has this year,
Yeah.
which is wild because Dampier's been the starter, all these things. But Bird, when he comes in, I mean, he scored 3 touchdowns on Saturday.
Yeah. Minutes played, he just explodes every time he touches.
Yeah,
it.
touches, minutes, plays. He is just a game changer. But like, it was fun to hear Devin Dampier say, he's like, hey, I thought I was hard to tackle. But then I watched Wayshawn Parker and Bird Ficklin, and he's like, these dudes are hard to tackle. So we had, I think, 4 different players take snaps. You had Nate Johnson take a direct snap, Dampier, Ficklin, and Wayshawn Parker. When you have 4 different people that are taking a snap, how does a defense stop that?
Yeah, you
That
can't
is
plan for all of it.
That's why I love how Pop, you said this, that shout out Hans Olsen today. Cal Whittingham should be thankful for Jason Beck because he is super creative.
Yeah, and speaking of Dampier, I think we'd be remiss if we didn't include in high quality H2O that kind of, I wouldn't say game sealing, but more or less game sealing rush by Dampier. He gets right into a goal, like first in 4 yards. He got down to the 4-yard line on that huge rush.
Yeah, 4
Completely
3-yard line.
swung the percentage. I don't know if you've seen the highlights on the Fox or ESPN where it's like 96% chance that K-State wins. They turn over the ball, punt the ball to us. Dampier runs and it drops like 77. He scores a touchdown. It drops even lower. And I mean, Dampier came in clutch in those final moments of the game.
He did come in clutch, and I would say that was obviously huge because that put us ahead. But I'm going to go to the drive before, where you would give the high-quality H2O to three different guys. Devin Dampier moving the ball down the field. Creed Whittemore absolutely filled the hole for no Ryan Davis all of that game. So we did this without our best receiver. And then Larry Simmons, that back shoulder throw and catch to get that touchdown the drive before, absolutely incredible. Shout out to him. He came from Wyoming transfer, and then Creed came from Mississippi State. Just incredible to see all these guys plug and play in the system and just take their moment by the horns and make a play. Absolute high-quality H2O.
I think what that game showed to me is, as bad as they played, it truly did show that this team has a lot of character. They never gave up, and that was true leadership on the field with Dampier, with Ficklin. I think they showed and they proved that they did not give up. I gave up on them.
Yeah.
They did not give up, and
Folks left the
that
stadium.
was awesome. Yeah, that was awesome to see how they fought back and never dropped their heads. Anyway, it was just a fun game to see them pull that off and win.
Yeah, it was very Cam Rising running it in for the 2-point conversion over USC-esque, where that place erupted. I feel like this was a very similar situation. You know, a game you probably don't deserve winning, but because you don't give up, it shows that you do deserve it. Like you just play your butt off. Defense started to play when they needed it.
Yeah, they
Got the
did.
job done.
And when's the last time that we said that the offense kept us in a game? Right? Like that, I can't remember a season in recent past where we've said, "Oh yeah, the offense keeps us in this." It's always been we rely on the defense. Offense just has to do enough. But no, this offense can do it. They can do it at a high pace.
Yeah, high pace, high level. I agree. That's the reason why I've just enjoyed week to week watching a team that's been fun to watch. Offensively, defensively, they've still been good. This last week didn't show that with Joe Jackson running for 252 yards, them
Yeah.
almost eclipsing 500, which is insanity.
Setting a school record.
Setting a Rice Eccles record, setting a record against a Kyle Whittingham defense.
Yeah.
And the one thing I loved is Morgan Scalley taking ownership and accountability of it this week. He said, "Hey, all that rushing attack was on me." In my eyes, like, that's why he's the right guy to take over.
No, I'm very excited for Morgan Scalley. I think he'll do a great job, and I do want to shout out that was senior night, and a high quality H2O moment was the Lander Barton, probably his last game. I mean, it is his senior night, right? Last game as a Ute.
Yeah, he is a senior.
At least in Rice Eccles, and
Yep.
he gets the pick to seal the game. I mean, that's
Yeah.
magic. That's awesome.
You can't picture a better ending, and that's why. Just speaking about the game, and we'll touch on this a little bit too, maybe some expectations, but Kyle Whittingham talking about after the game, and one of the first times I've seen him get emotional, where he mentioned the seniors, and he had to like choke it back a little bit because I feel like in his head, he's not going to say it. We all know, but he may have thought this was the last time I coached at Rice Eccles Stadium. It could very well be the case, and the fact that you would go out on a game like that is absolutely incredible.
Well,
I was just going to say, speaking of Kyle Whittingham, he's 66, and I guess in his contract, he has to declare if he's going to retire in December.
Oh,
So
interesting.
that's in his contract. So that's the speculation is, and they were talking today on sports radio that I don't know if he can retire now based on how terrible the defense played. If that's
can't be the last game.
his last game. So I hope, for his sake, for his wife's sake, that they go out and they clobber Kansas.
Yeah, I hope so
Friday.
too.
yeah.
Yeah, let's end on a note of like positive. Yeah. Plus, I mean, you had talked about this, Dad, where hey, we're gonna go into, it's not super likely we'll make the college football playoff. Hey, let's hope for some upsets, some magic, but all the good bowl games are college football playoff games. So we're going to be in some bowl game where we play another team that probably had aspirations and didn't make it. So it's like there will be another opportunity where Witt is going to have to show up. And he hasn't had good bowl games in the recent past because we've been playing in some high – we played against Jackson Smith and Jigba and C.J. Stroud, for heaven's sakes, in Ohio State. And gave it our absolute best shot a few years ago. We announced that we were having a boy that day. Fun fact.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So that day I'll never forget that. But yeah, I'm very curious to see how that turns out because I'm envisioning a retirement announcement this next month.
Yeah, I think so too.
And honestly, like I'd be fine either way. I just feel like you've done good.
He's earned the right to go when he wants to go, and
100%.
I mean, Benny, how electric is this? That I mean, we've kind of already transitioned to it, but we're doing pop takes with Pop.
With Pop, yeah.
And I mean, that's just awesome. The namesake of the section. But Dad, what do you think of Morgan Scalley? Do you think we'll kind of future look a little bit, and we'll come back into the season? But how do you feel about Morgan Scalley being head coach in waiting? What do you think that looks like for the Utes' future?
I think it's smart to have the head coach in waiting named. I think it's good for recruiting. It helps you see that the program is on track. I don't know how many schools do that. Utah's the only one I know of that has actually done that. And so, based on last weekend's game, I'm not so sure anymore. But I'm hopeful that I've heard nothing but good about Morgan Scalley from people in the know. So, until he's actually sitting in the seat, it's hard to say. But I can't imagine what that grind is being a head football coach. It just seems like that is a big, big grind.
And
So,
anymore, it doesn't stop. Like, it's not like you hit off season and you get a good break. Like, you still gotta, for college, you gotta make sure you're getting people in the building and that you got funding. And
Well, that's what was funny about Kyle Whittingham made the comment. He's like, "Yeah, I'll have like a few days a week to make a decision," and I was like, "Holy cow, that's it! You got a week to just relax, and then hey, during the season they send people out to recruit. After the season, you recruit, and the other dynamic, the reason why I feel like it would be really interesting to have Morgan Scalley, obviously a little bit younger, so you're bringing in a little bit of the youthful energy for someone who's been in the building. He's a Utah man." Played
face
there.
of that defense. Like,
Yeah, played alongside Eric Weddle, which a rumor I heard is that Eric Weddle would be interested in coming back and coaching alongside Morgan
as
Scalley.
DC.
Not sure DC. This is a little rumor I heard, but
I wonder where he would fall in.
well, he coached defense, so
Yeah.
but Shaw coaches the secondary, so maybe he's just an addition. I don't know. I don't know where you'd put him.
There you
But
go.
he's a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, I mean,
And good friends there. Also, you've got Alex Smith, who's great friends with Morgan Scalley. Like,
that would be awesome.
they played on the same team. So there's a lot of really cool connections that I feel like the interesting part that I saw is that come January 1, when the portal opens, you're going to see a lot of people that are already committed. This is a new era. There's going to be all tampering all month of December. Kids already know where they want to go. Deals are going to be made in the background. So Kyle Whittingham has done a great job evolving, I think. And I think a new coach like Scally can take it the next step further.
Yeah.
And not in a negative way. I think Whittingham should still be involved in the program personally, kind of like Saban does for Alabama. And you've seen Saban give Whittingham his flowers. So that's a guy who deserves to be in the building around the program as much as he would like to. But I'm excited for what the future holds. I think we've got a bright future.
Well, I think it says a lot, too, that I feel like Whittingham very much involved. Obviously, he picked Scally as a DC, but also I think Whittingham gives Scally his blessing. Like, he knows that he's leaving the program in good hands, that he's now coached for a long time.
Yeah, very long time.
So,
Which I like the question that you posed, Dad, because it's about this whole coaching topic. So does it, like, Whittingham is one of the top 10 coaches in pay, I believe. Makes probably close to $6 million. Highest paid state employee in the state of Utah. I always love looking at that.
yeah.
But does it make sense to have such a high paid coach? Does that impact maybe money that we could put elsewhere? Like, how impactful do you think the NIL is now? I mean, we talked about Bird. We're going to have to pay 2 quarterbacks a good amount of money if we want to keep both.
Yeah, and this morning, as I was driving to work, that was the topic on sports radio, and they were just talking about, hey, do you go after the high dollar coach, or do you get a coach that you can afford and then pump all that money into NIL and get some players? I mean, Texas Tech is a great example of where they've invested in their team and they're paying the players. And you brought up Bird Flicken. We're going to need money. We're going to need money to keep those top players, and that's just the nature of college football today. Yeah. You have to have players, and you got to pay them.
Yeah.
Well, I think it just creates such a interesting dynamic where, like, you see this in NFL more so with, like, the quarterback contracts. Like, you take a discount as a quarterback so that you can pay your skilled players so that you can have a roster around you to be successful. And we've seen some quarterbacks do that in order to assist that. I think Tom Brady famously didn't always take the max he could so that he could keep such a tough roster around him. So that's an interesting thing. Do coaches now start saying, maybe I don't need to be paid the most amount of money. Let's build a team, be successful, and get funding, and then that hopefully leads to a better contract in the future. That'd be interesting. Take a little hometown discount maybe.
And I mean, if you think about it, I mean, this would be a big pay bump for Morgan Scalley going
Yeah.
from, defense coordinator to head coach, which Whittingham built himself up to be a $6 million man.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen overnight. But then you would also make money from Under Armour and stuff like that. But I'm very interested to see how, the whole money side for Utah in particular, because I hate saying this, but the thing that I'm not loving seeing is how well BYU is positioning themselves.
They're doing a great job on
Money is being
recruiting trail.
invested. Kalani Sitake turned down high dollar offers. Like I saw that this week from big programs to stay at BYU. They've got themselves a good coach. In Kalani Sitake, he is a good recruiter. Players want to play for him. You've got other coaches in the conference saying that they want their sons to play for him. I mean, it's a little alarming that that's what BYU's got going for him. And you also got the Kevin Young situation. Don't get me and Dad started on that because our Utes lost to Grand Canyon last night. So, yeah, we're struggling as BYU has the number one player in the world, basically, or one of the top 3 players. Yeah. So, yeah, that is a worry of mine. Is Utah going to be able to have enough money to actually compete at this high level? And that's where the program building has always been so strong from Whittingham and Scalley. And you've got Sharif Shah. You've got Jim Harding, the offensive line coach, who is unsung hero.
Yeah.
What he has done with that offensive line
Elite
over years is unbelievable. Shout out Jim Harding. He's also the reason why my nephew got to go be on the field for a game. So that's
that's awesome.
It's another feather in the cap for him. But yeah, very, very interesting situation for Utah these next few years.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it, but I do want to bring us back into a little bit of the now. Ben, you talked about a little bit about this, and this is a question that we chatted a little bit after we did come back because we watched a little bit of the K-State game when we were losing, and we're like, well, there goes any hopes for college football playoff. Now that we've won, and assuming, we'll give our picks, but assuming we win Kansas this weekend, we're going to be a really good team that more than likely, unless there's just absolute chaos, which it could happen with all the rivalry games this weekend, but unless there's just absolute chaos, we're going to be a really good team on the outside of the CFP. So what is worse, as a fan, as a team, going to the CFP and just being absolutely embarrassed because you get an auto bid, for example, a group of 5 champ, or being a really good team and sitting on the outside and going to like the Pop-Tart Bowl?
Yeah. Dad, what do you think?
Well, I think you've got to shoot for the CFP.
Yeah.
That's what it's come down to. You just mentioned the Pop-Tart Bowl versus CFP, so now all these other bowls are just not relevant. And if you're not in that group of 12, it just, to me, I just can't get excited for it. I'll watch the game, of course. Wherever they go, and I'm glad they're playing in a bowl game.
Mm-hmm. True.
Didn't happen last year, but at least I don't think it did.
No, you are correct.
Yeah, you are correct. Yeah, it did not.
5 and 7 year, not ideal.
But so anyway, I think your question about do you go and get humiliated? I'll take that chance every time.
Yeah.
And I think the Utes have had a great season. They've exceeded my expectations.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
When you asked me my prediction at the first of the season, I think I was 8-4.
Mm-hmm.
And so they've way exceeded my expectations. So I'm very happy with what they've done. And if they don't make it, I'm perfectly okay with how it's being run. I think it's more fair this year.
Yeah.
And I think there's some biases, maybe some conflicts of interest of how they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think overall it makes college football a lot more fun, but it does definitely downplay the bowls.
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I'll even say, like, I think the CFP committee is giving more respect to Utah than they have to BYU in these rankings, which is wild.
Despite Utah falling one spot, which probably is 100% just with how bad that defense played.
But it's also on purpose.
Yeah.
There was some interesting takes by a few BYU fans that the committee is positioning themselves as much as possible to ensure that BYU does not get an at-large bid if they lose the Big 12 championship game. If Miami can jump them because they have a win against Notre Dame, who's most likely going to be in. And then if Texas Tech loses, that's like worst case scenario for them because then they're not going to drop Texas Tech out. They're not going to drop BYU out because, well, they can't. But yeah, I've come to that same conclusion, but I keep thinking back to Arizona State last year. Do you really think that Arizona State team is better than what Utah could put out in a college football playoff game? I think we could give a lot of teams a run for their money and give them a game. Give me Texas Tech again, and that's a game.
Yeah, I agree.
Give us BYU again. It already was a great game. It'd be a great game again. Alabama, Notre Dame, they're fantastic teams, and does Utah win? Maybe, most likely not, but we've got 2 first-round NFL tackles on that team. We've got athletes all over. I think, I would want the CFP as well. And at the end of the day, I just hope that BYU doesn't win the Big 12 before we do, and they don't make a CFP before we do. That's it.
Yeah. No, that's a great point. And I think as a Utah fan, it'll be really hard, especially just given our talk about Kyle Whittingham and everything else, if we're just a really good team and we go to a meaningless bowl, that'll be really hard as a fan because this is a team that could do something that could give people some grief, could with an at-large bid maybe cause a ruckus, make some noise, cause an upset. And I'm not even asking for a championship, right? But just to go out and make some ripples. That'll be really hard to be like, oh, we're just knocking at the door.
Yeah, I agree with that. And that would be difficult, but it's probably the harsh reality of it.
The reality that we're maybe looking at.
And it's like, hey, you win that game in Provo. All this would be a moot point.
You win BYU, and it's
we'd be in right now.
Yeah. If we were a little more healthy against Texas Tech, maybe that goes
closer game. Who knows?
A little different. I don't know.
So that's tough because we're losing our whole offensive line next year. So we'll see how that goes.
That's what I'm saying. It's not even gonna be the same team next year. So,
but before we get into next year, we're gonna have to dive into some NFL and some picks here. But I will kick us off on the favorite game this season because I've been giving it a lot of thought ever since I saw this today. So that my favorite Utah game this year was the UCLA game, number 1. The first game of the year was my absolute favorite because it proved how exciting the team was going to be. It exceeded expectations right from week 1. We beat a team that was expected to be better than what they were. Yeah. What they showed. Like Nico Iamaleava, we ended up beating him. Devin Dampier looked fantastic. He was running through brick walls. We had Smith Snowden playing offense, playing defense, Lander Barton playing off. It was just so fun to watch. And you drop a 40 bomb week 1, and that kick-started just a fantastic season. That was my absolute favorite.
That was a spark of oh yeah, we might have something here.
Yeah, and the reality is we do.
We do.
It just you don't play to your peak all
season.
All
they
12
exercise
games.
their will in every facet of the game against UCLA. That was awesome. Dad, what was your favorite game this season?
So I have to say, Cal Poly because I was there.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun.
Shout out to Mom.
Yeah.
Again, making magic happen.
Yeah, she was very generous to allow that to happen, and she wanted to go, so that was awesome. But my favorite game was Cincinnati.
That game was fun.
1, it was game day. 2, we were there on game day, and then just how they just absolutely dominated Cincinnati and just really proved what a great team they are. So that was probably my favorite game.
I liked that game too.
Yeah.
I was at that game, so that game was fun.
Yeah, and I'm gonna piggyback that one as well. I loved putting the belt to the Bearcat. That was just a great fun day. Another moment where it's like, oh yeah, we had a little bit of some doubt. It's like, oh, where are we at? What are we doing? But then for Utah just to dominate the way they did against Colorado and then Cincinnati, just
Yeah.
so much fun to
Just
watch.
domination
Love
after domination. Once we
Yeah.
started letting Bird run, it's been a different team.
it. Yeah.
Which is wild. I mean, that Kansas State game will go down for me as one of my favorite memories too,
Yeah.
because
comeback
just
was
that comeback
crazy.
was unbelievable, and I absolutely loved that. I mean, I love like their coach is great. He's been there for 7 years. We brought that man to tears at the end of that game for a lot of things that was going on for his team, but the fact that like Utah like took their soul
Yeah. No.
in a game that they thought they were gonna win, like. Man, that's the beauty of college football. Anything can happen. It's just been a fun season. I really don't want it to end, but it's been fun to watch.
Been an absolute blast. Yeah, I was talking to a buddy. We had a little friendsgiving with some of Jane's friends that she keeps in contact with, and I was talking to one of those guys, and he's like, "Can you imagine being Bo Jackson, having like your very best game ever?" Like just setting school records, setting all records all over the place, just going off, but it's tainted by the fact that you did not win.
Mm-hmm.
Brutal.
Yeah,
But
I mean that's the thing, right? Where it doesn't matter if you don't win. The individual act. I mean, Myles Garrett had 5 sacks against the Patriots and they lost, and he's like, "Well, I'd take the win over 5 sacks." You
yeah,
know,
every
so
day.
it's just the way it goes. But let's dive into some NFL
Let's do it.
before we do our midseason predictions. Zach, let's do our power rankings
Okay.
because I want the power rankings to preface a little bit of
what
maybe
maybe we're gonna pick.
yeah what we're gonna pick here Super Bowl wise. What Dad's got in the chamber for a Super Bowl prediction. Are our predictions gonna be different than the beginning of the season?
Maybe.
We shall see.
I think yours certainly will be different.
I'm thinking it will be. But I'm gonna start with the AFC this time.
Yeah, you go. You start.
So my AFC top 5 right now, number 1 hasn't changed, won't change. Patriots are number 1, and the reason why they're staying number 1, Will Campbell got hurt at left tackle. That didn't help. He has been incredible. Jared Wilson got hurt as well. I hope he's able to come back. But they said that his knee injury for Will Campbell is not season-ending. They do not believe, which is
That's
fantastic
that's
news.
great. Will Campbell's a dog.
Yeah, he's a dog. I was very, very upset that he got hurt because it's like you don't want injuries to be the reason why you can't fulfill your potential. But the Patriots are number 1. They're the first team to win 10 games this year. They deserve that top spot. Number 2 for me is the Denver Broncos. They've superseded the Colts for me.
Okay.
Colts are going to be my 3 team. And then for team number 4, I am going Chargers.
Okay. Yeah, I
And
like
then
that.
my last team, this is where it's a little bit tough because I feel like I've got a choice of 3, and they're all 6-5. So I'm not including Jacksonville because I just don't care about Jacksonville. I don't think they really have a chance. But it's Baltimore, Houston, and the Chiefs.
Interesting.
Because Houston had a big win. The Chiefs had a
Defense is
massive win.
insane.
And their defenses are really good. Baltimore's getting healthy, but Baltimore has not looked the part, so that 5th spot for me goes to the Chiefs. I'm putting the defending champions, giving them that honor over Houston and Baltimore.
Yeah, I think my top 4 for the AFC are the exact same, Benny, as you. I think Denver, New England earned their spot at the top. Denver earning their spot at the top. Colts, I think, are still going to be a problem. Chargers, I think you're spot on. That 5th spot is interesting. Texans defense is looking crazy good.
Really
I think
scary.
Yeah, I think this weekend will be very telling of where the Chiefs will fall in this power ranking. Um, Baltimore, I just don't know yet. They haven't had enough with Lamar back for me to put them elsewhere up in that ranking, but
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see
Yeah.
if they can figure it out.
I agree.
For NFC, my power ranking at number 1, much to my displeasure, I cannot put my Birds at number 1 this week. I am going to put the Rams. They absolutely dismantled the Bucks.
Yes, they did.
Like it was embarrassing. So I'm going to go Rams, Eagles. Let's figure out that offensive play calling. Let's not score our first 3 drives and then not even smell points after that. Like that's a big problem. And if they continue that track, they will not be able to stay as high in my power ranking. But I have faith. Fly Eagles fly. They will figure it back out. But yeah, I'm going to go Rams, Eagles. Then I'm going to come in with, I think the Chicago Bears are really rising for me a little bit. They still have a tough slate ahead of them, but I am going to give them a nod. I think they deserve to be up there. Seattle Seahawks. And then I'm going to go Niners. The Niners continue to win. I think they're surging. I think they have a real shot. They've played so injured, and we gave a lot of flack. They're going to continue to play without their 2 best defensive
players.
Yeah. Can't get mad at me if I say they're both great.
They're both great. That's right. Hey, who knows who's 1 and who's 2, but they are the top 2.
They are the top 2, but they're gone for the rest of the season, but they continue to get the job done. So excited to see where they go. But that's probably where I'd sit with the NFC.
Yeah, I'm honestly probably the exact same. I think tomorrow's going to be really telling because I would put Green Bay or Detroit, whoever wins tomorrow. I think they're going to be one of the top teams.
Yeah, I mean, I like Detroit. I mean, they were my pick for the NFC. I think I picked them for my NFC championship against the Eagles when we were talking about
Yeah, but then you picked the Eagles to beat them, yeah?
Yeah. So,
and I picked the Lions to go to the Super Bowl, yeah.
And the Lions have just been kind of floundering a little bit. Hopefully they can get back on track a little bit. Well, with MCDC, they'll get back.
They'll get it done. And I know Papo agrees. Best team in the NFL right now is the
Patriots.
See?
Oh, you heard it here first.
I love that, which leads right into Super Bowl predictions. Papo, who do you think, mid-season, who do you think's making the Super Bowl?
Okay, well, I'm with the Patriots in the AFC, so I'm going with the Patriots. They will be in the Super Bowl. And then for the NFC, I've got 2 teams right now. I mean, the easy pick is the Rams. They're right now riding high, so we'll see if they carry through. But I'm going to give honorable mention to, I would not be surprised, and I hate to say this, but the Chicago Bears. I could see them sneaking in because I was, at the very first, I asked you guys, is this going to be a bust for Caleb Williams because of, he started off pretty slow, but, I mean, he's doing quite well. And so, anyway, I'm anxious to see how that plays out.
Yeah, him and Ben Johnson got
that.
it figured out. They've been playing way better.
That's why we call it Pop Takes.
Yeah. I did not...
That was not the team I was expecting.
Chicago Bears coming out. I was not expecting that coming.
I absolutely love that, to be honest with you, because I do think they're.
I'll give it to the Patriots.
Poor Ben. If that happens, you really had a tough couple of years, didn't you?
Yeah, that's true. Man, we are spoiled up there in the Northeast. I would say, Dad, you can come on the podcast anytime. I love that he's on my side, yeah. Which, I'll go.
Yeah, you go for it.
I'll say my NFC team first because let's build some suspense for my AFC team because it's not going to be the Ravens. I am switching. But I am sticking with the Lions, though, the NFC.
Okay.
As wild as that may sound, I agree with Dad. I was waffling between them and the Rams because I think the Rams might be the team to beat. So I think that might be the NFC Championship. And if it was Goff and Stafford in the NFC Championship, the two teams that they played for the other one, oh my word, that'd be incredible.
Wild. Yeah.
I believe in the Lions tomorrow morning. They're going to beat the Packers in Detroit. I'm very, very pumped. Or it's in Green Bay, actually, I believe. But I'm very pumped about that. For my AFC team, it is also between two teams, potentially a third, that I've debated. And it is not the Ravens. It's definitely not the Bills. And it is not, not the Chiefs. That was the other team.
Yeah.
So it's not the three big teams that everyone expected. It's the Patriots, it's the Colts, and the Broncos. Yeah. I picked the Broncos to win the AFC West to begin the season. I am nervous about them as a team, but I'm going Patriots-Lions as my mid-season Super Bowl pick.
Who would have guessed that you would pick Patriots as it you trying to build suspense? We all knew where it was going.
It's a team of destiny.
But I love that you at least tried to make us think that you thought about other teams.
I was really close at going Broncos, but I almost gagged thinking of saying them as my Super Bowl pick. Yeah. So
no, I get that.
Can't do that.
I get that. Patriots, Lions, Patriots, Rams, or Bears. For me, I think for the NFC, it is a collision course of who comes out on top between the Rams and the Eagles. Like I do think that is going to be. I mean, we had a showdown in the playoffs last year. Mm-hmm. We all know how that went.
Showdown this year too. Regular season
this year. So I do think it'll come down to that collision in the playoffs, and I am going to give it to the Birds despite the conflicts. Call me a homer. You just picked your team, so I'm going to continue my team because they are at least in it. I'm not changing my guess from earlier.
My team's not in it?
No, they're 100% in it. I'm saying your original pick.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Very good point.
So I'm not changing my NFC pick. I am still riding with the Eagles. I think they are capable. They do just need to figure some stuff out. They're not as consistent as I'd like them to be, but we're just getting into the thick of the tough football, and they're going to show up.
That's true.
For the AFC, I do think I really just don't want to give you the nod, but you called them the team of destiny. If I were to just pick based off of what I've seen, I'm rolling with the Patriots to make it. They look so good. Everything seems to be going right in that building.
I will say this. The key to us making the Super Bowl, and like in a realistic world, is us getting the number 1 seed and getting a bye week 1 and having people come to Foxborough and have to beat us on our home field. Because we need every edge I think we can get as a team, because we don't have the flashiest players, on the outside as some people do in some skilled positions, but we've got the right people in the right places to get a job done. Let's try and get people healthy, get us a bye week 1, and we got a chance.
Yeah. No,
that's all you can ask for.
I think that they've got seemingly the right sauce mixed up, and it's looking good.
I would agree with that. We definitely have the right sauce mixed up. I'll tell you that right now. But the Broncos scare me because I don't want them to get the number 1 seed.
Yeah, I mean, Broncos are tough. I mean, I think you have to give them the nod, and there are going to be some tough teams that you'll have to run down in the playoffs almost regardless in the AFC.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be teams that make, like, I don't want to see the Chiefs make a wild card spot.
Yeah, you don't want to see them.
Because what if they,
I don't think you want, like, the Texans to make a run in this late season.
CJ Stroud picks it up,
like
and then the defense does their thing.
With that defense being as just brutal as it is.
Yeah, and I don't want to play the Broncos either. Like, there's a lot of teams that are intimidating. You don't want Baltimore to start really picking it up, and Lamar. That's some scary stuff. So we'll see how he plays tomorrow night because he has been disappointing.
Yeah, it's exciting. He's noticeably still not healthy, and so I don't.
Yeah. He's not 100.
Yeah,
He has to get healthy.
He's not doing Lamar stuff. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And I mean, that's the hard part about football is like all of them are probably playing at 80% right now.
Yeah.
Vast majority of them. So hopefully we get just a good second half of the season, just as good as the first half was. Not a ton of differ on our Super Bowl picks. I think there's some interesting teams in the mix, which is beautiful for football.
Yeah.
And this has been a beautiful episode. I say we finish this off with some Call Your Shot because my iPad's at 9%.
9%. This is perfect. Perfect amount of time to do this. Dad, we're keeping you up late night. This is like Pac-12 after dark type podcast. We're staying up late. So yeah, let's crank out these picks, and we'll just roll off into a beautiful Thanksgiving.
I love it. Let's do it. So I will name off the games. We'll start with college football. We're going to call some of the key college football games. Starting it off, Dad, on Black Friday, number 4 Georgia against number 23 Georgia Tech. Who you got in that one?
Georgia.
Yeah, that's
Go
where I'm
dog.
rolling. I'm going Dogs as well. Georgia getting the win there. Another rivalry game. We got Texas A&M against Texas. Give me Texas to upset A&M at home.
Pop, what do you think?
I'm going A&M.
Ooh, undefeated season. All right.
Yeah, I would love for an upset. I am also going A&M.
Okay, so I differ. Okay, first one. Before I get into the Big 12 games, I do want to call number 12 Miami against number 22 Pitt. Pitt's been a little bit sneaky good. Who you got on that one, Papo?
I'm going to vote with my heart, Pitt.
Oh, I like it.
Heart pick. I'm going Miami on that one. I know we need the chaos. I don't know if that's the one.
What's interesting, Miami's only favored by 6.5. It is at Pitt. Miami's let go of some games. I'm going to go with that. I'm going Pitt.
Okay, I like it.
I like that a lot, actually. Rapid fire here. Vanderbilt, number 14 Vanderbilt against number 19 Tennessee. Give me the Vols to beat Vanderbilt at home. End their season.
Well, I've been to Nashville, and I've driven by Vanderbilt. I'm going to go Vanderbilt. I'd love to see
Commodores.
them. Just because I feel like Vanderbilt has not been given any respect, so let's go Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I like Vanderbilt. I'm a big fan of Pavia. Let's go Vandy.
Okay, man. I maybe I'm not seeing the board well this week. I'm feeling. Last game before the Big 12 games, Ohio State, Michigan, the big game.
Ooh, the big game. I haven't picked first yet. I am gonna go with Ohio State to get the win this year
In Ann Arbor.
in the big house.
In the big house.
Yeah, and I've got a lot of friends that are Ohio State fans, but I'm going to go Michigan. I'm going to say this is going to be a huge upset.
Oh my word! If that happens, that is going to be insanity. I'm going Buckeyes, Ohio State to get the dub. But man, if Michigan beats them, that'd be hilarious.
Benny, I do want to pick one more. Alabama Auburn, which is a chaos scenario that I need to happen. So I'm picking Auburn.
Good call. Yeah,
I think that one could go Auburn's way. It's not unheard of for them to be a ticky-tacky game.
And it is a home game for Auburn. The Iron Bowl. What are your thoughts there?
I'm going to go Alabama just because I feel like the coach stepped into some huge shoes and started off rough, but I think he's going to get that win.
Yeah, obviously it would be fun to see some chaos, get Auburn getting a win, but I think Alabama will take care of business there as well.
Okay.
Now into the Big 12. Arizona State, 25 against 20. Who are you picking there?
I'm gonna
Technically, we need Arizona State to win if we want to sniff at it.
Yeah, I want Arizona State to win the game. I think Kenny Dillingham does a great job. Arizona State.
Yeah, I'm going Arizona State as well. Texas Tech, West Virginia. Let's all say it at the same time.
Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River.
West Virginia.
Take me home,
Yeah.
country road.
Yeah.
I'm going Mountaineers.
I'm going to say it's the upset of the year, Mountaineers.
Yeah, be incredible.
That would be absolutely insane. That is a heart pick for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't be Utah fans if we didn't.
We need the upset.
We
Let's
need
go Mountaineers to be gritty and tough.
I am a huge Mountaineer and Sun Devil fan this weekend, so go Mountaineers and Sun Devils, get it done. UCF, BYU, I think the Cougs will wipe the floor with them.
Yeah, BYU. I don't see him taking a dive on UCF.
Yeah, I don't either. But to end it all, 10 a.m. on Black Friday, Utah rolling into Kansas. 10.5-point favorites as of now. Papo, you call it first.
Yeah, Utes by 21.
Utes by
They're gonna
21. I
They're
love
going
it.
to redeem themselves.
I like it.
They got to recover from last week, so.
I like it.
Yeah, I think Utah's defense has a major surge. I think they probably got roasted in film room this week. I don't think they'll be missing assignments, missing their gaps. I think Kansas. I love that 21, Dad. Kansas takes the loss. Utah surges back, gets 3 turnovers.
Oh, were you reading my mind?
Are you thinking the same?
Yeah, Dad was saying 21, and I was like, well, I'm going to pick that Utah will force 3 turnovers.
Hey, yeah.
So
I
that's
see that
my
being a
call.
big part of the game.
Oh, I think it will be too. I think the defense is going to come out and make a statement. Offense is going to do their same thing. We're going to make get a lot of noise, make touchdowns, get a lot of touchdowns, make a lot of noise.
Either way, it's gonna
either
be
way.
good.
So I am picking Utah to win. I like the 3 touchdowns, but 3 turnovers. I like that a lot. It's going to be a fun college football weekend. But to end us off here, we're going to do our fun blitz picks. Get into some NFL games. Maybe what we should do for speed purposes is we'll just do the same order every time. So we can go Papo, you, me.
Let's go me, Papo, you.
Let's do that. I like that. Okay. All right. Starting us off tomorrow morning, NFL Blitz picks. Packers at Lions. So it is at Detroit.
Give me Lions.
Lions.
I'm going Lions as well. I just picked them to go Super Bowl again. Chiefs, Cowboys.
Chiefs, Cowboys look scary on their defensive side finally. Give me the Chiefs, though. Keeping their hopes alive.
The boys.
Yeah, I'm going the boys as well. They helped me last week, so I'm going to pick them again. And then the nightcap after we've eaten so much turkey. Bengals, Ravens.
Joe Burrow's back, but give me the Ravens to win.
Bengals.
Yeah, I'm going Ravens in this one. Joe Cool is back, but I need Lamar to pick it up. Black Friday game. The Bears against Fly Eagles Fly.
Give me the Eagles.
Well, I already said that the Bears are going to be the wild card in the Super Bowl, so give me the Bears.
You know what? I'm riding with that on this one.
Cool.
I'm going Bears to beat the Eagles.
I'm alone on my Philly Island over here.
Yeah, but then I might get back on the Philly train next week. Who knows?
We'll see.
But this week, I picked against them last week and it worked, so let's try it again. Now we're into our Sunday games. 49ers, Browns.
Niners, although Shadur having himself a great debut, but give me Niners.
I'm going to go with Shadur and the Browns.
Okay. I am torn on this one a little bit because Brock Purdy looked yikes. I'll go the Niners. I love George Kittle and them. Jaguars, Titans.
Jaguars.
Titans. Are they like the worst team in the NFL?
They are. They're 1-10.
They're not good.
I knew that, but I just want to be different.
Yeah.
I like in fact, we needed some contrarian energy here.
We did. I'll go Jaguars to try and get we'll see if Titans can get their second win. Texans, Colts, that's an interesting game.
Yeah, that is an interesting game. Give me Texans to to kind of rout Colts a little bit. Their defense is tough.
Colts.
Yeah, I'm going Colts as well at home, but that is a tough one. Texans is a good one, but we can differ on another one here. Saints Dolphins 2-9 Saints at 4-7 Dolphins.
Give me the Dolphins.
I'll go Saints.
Okay. Hey, honestly, both these teams kind of stink. So I'm gonna go Dolphins. I'm just glad that the AFC East, they're just all kind of crap outside the Patriots. Falcons Jets. Speaking of crappy
Falcons. Kirkleban's gonna keep doing his thing.
I just like to say Jets.
Jets. Jets. Will lose. I'm picking the Falcons in that one. Rams Panthers.
Rams Panthers. Give me the Rams.
Rams.
Yeah, I think we're all going Rams in that one. Cardinals Buccaneers.
Bucks coming off a tough loss. I don't see him doing that twice a week despite injury. Give me the Bucks over the Cardinals.
Love Baker Mayfield. Give me the Bucks.
Okay, I'm gonna go Cardinals in this game. I feel like the Bucks are just too hurt right now. Vikings Seahawks.
Oh, tough game. Give me the Seahawks.
You know, my good friend Steve Solberg is a huge Vikings fan. Give me the Vikings.
Hey, you gotta roll. You
shout
gotta
out
roll with the
Steve-O.
Vikes. I'm gonna go Seahawks. JJ McCarthy most likely not playing this weekend, I believe. Raiders Chargers.
Chargers on that one.
Raiders.
Raiders.
I love it. I'm gonna go Chargers in this one to beat the Raiders, which leads us into Bills Steelers.
Bills Steelers. Give me the Bills. Steelers got Mason Rudolph at the helm, but give me the Bills.
I'm going to go with the Bills. I just watched the Hallmark show, the Bills Love Story. It was an awesome Hallmark movie.
Hey,
Give me the Bills.
love it.
I'm gonna roll Steelers at home on this one.
Okay.
To beat
terrible
the Bills.
towels.
Plus, maybe it's a hard pick a little bit. Give the Patriots more of a lead. That'd be great. Broncos Commanders for Sunday Night Football.
Give me the Broncos on Sunday Night Football, winning prime time.
Broncos.
Yeah, I'm going Broncos here as well. And then to finish it off, a beautiful December 1st Monday Night Football. The 2-10 Giants are playing against the 10-2 Patriots. Not so giant anymore, are we, New York? What do you think, Zach?
Giants Patriots on
Jackson Dart.
Monday Night Football.
Jackson Dart will play. They are the only team right now eliminated from playoff contention. Fun fact.
No, give me the Patriots for sure.
I picked them to go to the Super Bowl. Patriots.
And that's how we round it out, baby. Patriots all around. 3 for 3. I am going them as well. 7.5-point favorites. Got to get the job done.
And there it is. The Blitz picks are in. Thanksgiving is about 30 minutes away. Pop, thanks so much for letting us come and record it. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. My cheeks actually hurt because I've just been smiling over here.
Me too. I just love being down here too in the basement. The Christmas tree on, the candles in the back. Absolutely love this. Thanks, Papo.
Hey, thank you guys. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm grateful for this. Love you guys. This has been awesome. We appreciate if you listen, especially if you're listening while you're making some stuffing, some turkey. I hope you got some great football on in the background if you're not watching this right now. And what do we say, Benny?
Hey, stay hydrated, everybody, while you're eating that turkey.
Stay hydrated. Keep that
Happy
turkey
Thanksgiving.
hydrated. No one likes
That's
dry
right.
turkey. Happy Thanksgiving. Adios.
See you later.